games, you should be winning your first game, in my opinion, with it. I think it should be strong. What can they do? They can do a pretty good attack default, maybe. Okay, GENG on defense, MIBR on attack. Three ghosts against 2 sheriffs, and they go for pretty much the old school Paper X pistol, just 3-person stack over towards mid, dueling. Smoke goes in, wrecks him a little bit.
Trying to find a way in through the market. They're going to be given access.
Wall goes in so he can focus over towards market.
Headshot. Connecting there on to Verno. Ash with the cleanup, able to find Sheriff in hand. Lots once again taking damage, just eating it here on the entry. Does manage to crouch down, stays hidden for the moment. Foxy 9.
It's nice from Munchkin. Never stopped moving. Just made sure no matter what, there's getting a trade here. Great shots from Ash in this round. Nice pistol. They're all together on this GENG. The deadlock stuff was nice. Wall over towards here with the vision block of the wall, so it took him a while to realize the wall was down to be able to spam it. 2 people with a pistol, takes them a while to break it, so you can kind of just isolate this duel over towards mid.
Yeah, but this is really curious to see because they've got some ideas to try to block off that front B entrance,
Great
and then
shot.
they overstack mid to make sure that they're going to be able to clean up any entry from that angle. And they do a phenomenal job of it. Ash, another big question mark, one of the newest players we have here in Pacific on GENG. He has stepped in nicely as that info initiator generally, was playing Tejo quite a bit for them. Now, of course, with the nerfs, going to be switching over into the Sova role.
What am I saying? I mean, they deadlock walled here so they could fight this, basically.
Guardians for GENG shouldn't surprise anyone. They are big fans of that gun.
Dude, that recon got 4. They get so much info from this. They don't know where 1 is. And he fired a recon over towards his. They literally know where all 5 are. A great shot.
The one tap, the spike now on the floor, slide across the way. Karon still wreaking havoc. He's able to peel 1 back. Karon will fall. A weapon to be lost, but
God, he nearly gave him 1.
Okay,
not bad at all. They lose 1 gun. The judge into this one. Are they gonna forever use this wall? Does mean you don't get beef for free as much, or is it just?
They want to pressure you. They want to use.
Dude, what is the Viper lining up there?
Utility to really block off one site, the access to it. They want to make sure that you're not going to be able to work that part of the map, and then let texture control another side. That's typically how you're going to see them roll, and that opens up the map for Munchkin to try to find his timings to go for those lurks. I was talking to Coach Alex from PRX the other day.
Holy.
Karen's off the races already.
Yeah, they got the judge coming in here as well, and they protected Ali. Still got this wall to be able to fight over towards here. He wanted to judge this here last round. He judges here. And then they get the wall, and again, this wall blocks the wall. There's going to be so many walls being mentioned.
All of your entry power taken out of your hands here.
But look how aggressive they are on the map.
And the good news about this wall is you pretty much have to commit to break.
So much info, and they get that
apart from this, I guess.
Use the safety and the comfort
At least to break these, you have to commit pretty heavy and to be able to be shot from sight.
Now, this is good work by MIBR to open up mid. Just got Ash here watching it right now.
Wall on wall, yeah, thank God there's not a Sage.
Hold it back is Ash. Okay, welcome to the global stage. Finds himself 2 quick kills. Verno going to be eliminated. It's now just Shannon to try to stay alive and hold on to this weapon. No chance of recovery whatsoever. To swing in, finds a headshot. Will stop it from being a flawless. See if he's going to be able to find some more to slow down the bankroll here of GENG. Right now, it's about to spiral out of control. Some noise made. They know that he's tiles, and Karan is there on the prowl. 3-0 start with a bonus conversion. GENG.
Give me that POV. How's he done this? Sounded crispy.
Yeah, I mean, really out of the curve right now, our GENG. And I was going to say that Coach Alex from Paper X told me that he hates playing against GENG. He finds them to be one of the most annoying opponents to go up against because of the map control to take, the way that they're trying
a lot
to
of gun upgrades with this as well.
Problems on your flanks, on your backsides. They are so difficult to get through. They lock down sites so well. And all of that came to fruition there with a little help from
Stingers, same wall over towards B every single time.
Up at top mid. That is huge. Some Stingers, couple sheriffs for MIBR. See if they can find a thrifty and get themselves on the board.
Could be a big way to try to just get the ball rolling here. Drone able to spot out at least the 1. Not sure if Ash had gotten
Smoke
scouted.
blocks up top of middle. Foxy's inside it, so they only get the 1 sound cue of him pushing through. Karan just survives 15 HP.
Texture trying to play up the one way. It's going to be good for 1. Get some damage across onto the other. They want to try to recover this weapon. Ping out onto Verno. He's able to go ahead and scoop up the Vandal, a chance to maybe deal a bit more damage.
Munchkin locks them in. Not the best gun for it, though.
Still finding the headshot.
Jesus, he's 15 HP.
It's a 3K for the Omen. 4-0 start. Gen G not allowing any thrifties.
Yeah, they're so active on the map, putting some pressure on towards A main.
Smokers market one way.
Foxy
Which
again,
one?
really clean.
Just there was normal Cypher Cage one.
Going. Karan having none of it. Texture just says, well, they've got weak guns. I'll just see what I can get done. And Karan just steady. A player who has impressed last year. Had a few ups and downs this year. But overall, we still know what he's capable of when he's at his best. And he is a difficult player to go up against, especially on the defender side.
Okay, what can they talk about? I mean, they're just doing normal stuff at the moment. Maybe they can just talk a little bit about the main, the wall there. They've been given mid for free quite a lot, like actual middle.
Just one kill on pretty much
Chunk with the Prime, thanks so much for the 60 months. Who's winning Toronto? I would heavy favor G2, really.
He has gotten 0 involvement.
I'd be surprised if they don't win.
Hasn't died, hasn't gotten an
They got given
just has 1 assist to his name.
I mean,
maybe we can look at
they got given everything, really.
After this.
Oh
see
boy,
what that's gonna look like a little bit, but I mean, Karan is finding
flat 0.
It is, yeah. He doesn't need to do anything. Just buy some guns for other people.
Paper X. If Paper X had
I mean, the defensive ideas here
didn't have to play groups, then I would feel confident with Paper X. But they're gonna end up showing too much of their stuff to do a full run, I imagine. I think they can get final though. I'll be insanely surprised if whoever wins this goes through groups itself.
You know, when it came to the 3 teams that came out of Pacific, a lot of people are saying this may actually be the best team of the 3. You know, despite them falling to RRQ there in the grand finals, I think this Gen.G team, if they keep looking like this, who knows? But still a lot of work to do, of course. And Sunset, a map that I was pretty curious about for them because
Annie said, thank you so much for the 15 months. Thank you.
They started off really hot on this map. They were really good. But as the year went on,
what involves a full
cosplay
for that?
Teams in Pacific. So going back with a very different comp, though, a very different look than we saw last year.
And that was one of the
Recon, smoke, and then deep GravNet. If anyone tries to early play through it, so they can 1-pass on hold.
That has changed.
Yeah, this is a nice changer from Gen G, though, right?
I mean, the only thing you're keeping
Timeout goes in. They had the deadlock primarily over towards B. Now they switched it up.
He's able to straight back. Caron dropping
down on the top
here, and Market re-swings the corner. I'm going to be taken down. Texture, second kill. Cortesia hits the floor. The operator.
I didn't mind the idea from MIBR here, but
it's not going to lead to much of anything. It's a flawless in response. Gen G now 5-0. The economy once again kicked back here.
Texture just wrecked over towards B. I think they thought the deadlock was still going to be in.
They're going high, low on you.
Good shots.
Caron swinging out around a box when you're not expecting it. He starts out high. They go low. Munchkin's up on top of the box, and I mean, this is
9-1 for Caron at the moment.
Defensive positions of Gen G.
No one's dying on Gen G.
This is an attacker-sided map. Usually, Gen G gets to pick which side they go for.
Then you can't. Can't do that.
And another big thing, that operator, once it gets into Texture's hands, that's when other teams start to crumble. He is one of the best in the world when it comes to that gun. I was going to
say, if they actually double swing bottom and mid here, they might actually have a chance.
Damage not suffered. 2 Guardians here for the side of MIBR. Rest of the players with Sheriffs.
They clear over towards middle, and they take all of the space with it. Breach is ready for the shot, for the
He's gonna catch utility
for the stun to re-clear A. Dude, you don't have to push. You know there's so many people here. You guys are crazy to keep pushing. The Nico. Let's get the yellow guard out. Little guy can do it. Didn't mind the re-clear, but to carry on going there is insane.
Dart, however, will still get the reveal. Weapon upgrades here. As they get Cortesia joined in as well, so he'll take the Guardian. Texture getting on a deeper line. Realizes that they're not playing around A main, so now mid has to be a concern.
Ash going to be called upon again to maybe come up with a huge.
It's a great proactive re-clear from Texture. Feels really risky to do with an op, but Ash.
It's back over in towards Boba. The slow creep up seems like he's got a read on this, but is he going to be able to hold the line? Faces forward, finds the first.
Ospas
answers back. 2v2. Foxy 9 still here on the site. Ospas on the peak. Immediately shot down.
Yeah, how is that shot?
What a shot from Foxy 9. The net hitting the connection.
Damn, what the hell are these shots, bro? Oh, Gen G look unreal.
6-0.
What a round here for Foxy.
They're just hitting so many shots.
A short stint on the bench for Gen G.
Yeah, they get away with a bit of a fumble there in terms of just carrying and pushing after they get
second
this.
half of stage 1.
I think this is so mad, especially when you know that stuns to just like re-clear over towards A.
I mean, his sight anchoring has improved so much this year. He is such a fearsome opponent to try to get through because of that incredible individual skill that he has. And when he can make good decisions on the back of it, GENG will be in full form and will be a fearsome opponent for anybody in this event.
4 ults to work with
Okay,
on the side
big
of
changer from
MIBR.
MIBR. I want to go fast over towards A, try and pull the rotate here. They get the ult out. Omen ult gets stuck, but they heard it. You're kidding me, dude.
Falls down to 45.
Okay, we'll leave it.
Cancel. As Venom is able to find one. Munchkin.
Whoa. Dude, again? What's going on? My internet's fine. From my end, I can see. Yeah, I'm just going to wait.
Dealt with. It's Karen arrived on the TP. Gets himself safely.
Okay, we caught up. Jesus, bro. What is going on? Is everyone else fine in the streaming?
Into the back of sight once again, dodging out that stun.
But because of
the slow walk forward.
Jesus, we're popping everywhere, man. What's going on?
Clear out the angle, and Aspas has the headshot. Up now on the floor. MIBR pole position to try to get the first round win. See if Shenham's going to be able to hold down this angle, but Karan almost finds him sleeping. Still trying to flush him out. A bit of a back and forth here. One that Karan does.
3v5 at its peak.
Planted here on the A site. Hunter's Fury available for Burnout. He can play in a disconnected position as Ash gets flushed into the open, and he just takes the fight. And he takes
God, they all look incredible. Keep an eye on the luck,
Fury no
though.
longer a viable option.
Dude, they might just fall diffusers before the luck even gets to activate.
Sends out the recon.
No way, this is a not 3v5.
Burnout into the 1v3, finds the first to defuse being held. Shock Dart will connect. The spray is good. Looking for the clutch. Another Shock Dart at Karen's feet, takes himself.
Oh man, what a nuts 1v3. Beautiful, the 3v5 was nuts, let alone the 1v3, man. I miss this guy in Sova. He's so good. He's one of the best servers in the world.
Breathing life here into MIBR. And that round looked like it might be GENG going from a 3v5 into winning. These Shock Darts and the follow-up spray, perfect. Just understanding these angles. We talked about at the beginning how impactful he's been.
Yeah, they
coming
needed
in
that.
from MIBR. And that right there is a huge round.
Casting, reverse casting? Yeah, dude, I lost count.
I mean, he's got the whole rest of the team. He's got the same number of kills collectively there.
Worst round for them to win though, right? 1, 2, 3, 4 can't buy next. They do have ults though to try and make sure they can win this, and honestly they have to try win this, otherwise this is like 9, 8, maybe even 10.
Ready to try to intercept this attack.
Changed up the deadlock positioning.
Gotta be tempting to deadlock all this, yeah. Nice kill. Ult goes down. Sova ult to try to take a little bit of space. Don't want to do it. They didn't get anything for it. Big Jewel over towards middle. He hears him running and rotating away, so Cortezia must feel like he's got an incredible timing. I guess the door's down, right? With what's going on, it has to be.
Maybe able to catch them by surprise. He's ready to swing out, but they know that they've given up their space, and now he's been spotted.
God, that's so lucky from Munchkin.
Oh,
God, that's so lucky for Texture.
Take the operator out of the round. Couldn't quite convert.
Would have been a big pick there, but
nice shot.
Going to make up for it by finding the headshot there on the Munchkin. Relay bolt to hold him in position for the time being, but being revealed off the neural theft. They know exactly where Texture's at, but they can just ignore him. Go for the spike plant.
Spike planted.
Overdrive is available. Do they want to try to commit that here in the 3v4?
They've got no real great ability to pressure. Oh, you're going to go for it.
Send. Yeah, isolate the guys on site. Really nice ult. Good trades on this one. Big smoke for Karen. Smoke goes out, TP over, top spike, holding it on the right side. Recon goes in. Great recon. Great shock. Ah, dude, Verner's a beast right now.
Another wild round. The pace of these have been incredible. And a lot of that is because GENG normally likes to get aggressive early in the rounds, but this time they play a little further back. They give up some of that space intentionally. Foxy9 was still hanging on to his barrier mesh as well. Wasn't able to use the ult or given the opportunity to throw down some of that, so you couldn't really stall them out. And they took a lot of map space because of that. They're able to claim some mid control with Cortezia. Keep
What's the Gen G money like? Ooh, okay,
really
two
nice kill
people
into Munchkin.
on each team that can't buy next. Texture still gets that op out. They go camera to spot early and further towards A, and Munchkin.
See if they read this.
I mean, he gets droned, right?
Whittled away at here on both sides.
Prius?
Do they want to actually commit into the position? They're reading it, but they're unable to find the opening kill.
He did so much, 2 HP.
I'm taking
Genum.
very, very low. Shots out. Cortezia having to back away, but now they've had kind of both site access points. Door just slammed in their faces. What does the call end up being here for MIBR?
Well, yeah, you remove the neon, you remove the breach. It's so
Stupid
weapon.
weapon, yeah. Welcome to
get a good paranoia.
Welcome to Valorant, man.
Recon, maybe.
We got a lot of those.
A tough ask for MIBR.
Iristaz, thank you so much for the 28 mums. Thank you, thank you. I like the reposition here. Reposition from Vox is good. Problem is he kind of gives him a 1v1 over towards Market, though.
Feels like the entry in from Market from Cortezia is going to have to be absolutely monstrous.
Yeah, it comes down to this 1v1 again. Oh boy, saw the Omen flash.
2 HP, but
30 seconds left.
Cortezia could still maybe win. You'd have to do a madness here.
Now out into the open, Foxy 9.
Gotta force him down to an eco as well. GENG gonna have a disgustingly strong half.
Have to fight his way out of a very difficult position. He's able to do so with a nice shot there on to Foxy 9, but getting the remainder, not quite going to be possible. GENG get themselves up to 7, guaranteeing a lead at the half.
I'm really impressed with Ash so far here on his international debut. So it's really hot.
Yeah, it's the third time Munchkin's played this pause as well. He's been waiting for it. I think
think
as well, I don't know how pro matches are going, or pro scrims are going, but I imagine people don't fight for B main much. And this wall really enables you to do that.
I bet I can tuck into this corner and catch him completely off guard. He's just so good at reading his opponents. Ash playing a little bit further back, setting up for the
and it's nice because as soon as most people for their
Side
default
A
will do this, right? Where they'll do that recon over towards B to see that it's clear. But then they have that vision block, so you could have got towards the left side again, so you still have to like potentially use util to re-clear here. I really like the wall. Guys, nuts. Another? Dude, chill. Please chill. You won the round.
Bought a ton of time, though, for the reinforcements to arrive for GENG. And MIBR seemingly don't feel like they have many other options but to commit to this.
Not exactly the weapon that you want to pick up to try to utilize on the
This 3-pass and reclear. They're going to triple swing this.
Genum is able to make work of it.
God, they're going to triple swing
Value
this.
from that operator. There's still an opportunity here for MIBR,
Spike
but
as
now
well.
it starts dwindling. Spike going to be left on the floor. Just trying to slowly swing further and further. Try to gain some line of sight into A, but now he's going to be smoked off. This operator not likely to find much value at all. Shot chart in from behind, and Bruno unable to find the kills. And I'm just going to be ping revealed out. Not much else to be done here. Has to go for the timing shot. Ash will flush him out. 8-2. GENG
nice, man.
back
It's
in
a
the
strong
driver's
half
seat.
at the moment.
Yeah, I mean, you just get that operator right back over to Texture. A little bit off on the first one, but the follow-ups were good. You just don't have many other choices. Love the way that Karan is playing on site, not giving Genum the chance to really do much with that operator. Never gave him the angles, was aware of the situation. Good coordination with comms for GENG. Really in control here on this defender side. And it's going to have to be
Double timeout? I mean, yeah, they got to try it.
MIBR.
Scrape together 4 or something.
Always the toughest pill to swallow, having to commit both of these in that first half, but just given the circumstances, the state of things, it's absolutely
Did the crowd change?
necessary.
No, I think the crowd is just really silent, man.
No, you
I
have
think
to.
they're
I mean,
heavy
they just
cheering for MIBR
really haven't
maybe.
been able to find much success other than the rounds where GENG wasn't playing aggressive early, where they weren't taking control of the mains. Those were the rounds that they were able to get it done, and GENG just went right back to creating pressure
MIBR
early.
map pick too?
That's
Yeah.
completely
And they kind of
throwing
went with
MIBR
like,
off. They're not used to
I don't know, when you
teams
pick
being
this
that
map,
aggressive.
I think you've
But
got to go
GENG,
for a little bit
again,
of a
loves
curveball.
that map control.
They play
That
more
is
of a
what this team
traditional
is
comp.
all about. It is setting up your team
It's not like
to
you're
make it
it's not like you're
impossible for them to
throwing the
get
biggest
through. And even if
curveball
they
here.
do, then
Like
you've already got lurks
you would have
going,
played
you've got
against
other
this
things
comp
happening.
when
You're able to
Sunset was
respond
back in.
quickly.
right,
Whereas like this is a curveball.
This can lead to a couple more round wins.
I would say maybe 3 teams used to play Viper. No one played the Deadlock. Obviously with the Deadlock buff as well, so it's a big diff of like they would have played against this comp before, but not a chance for this.
Very defending heavy composition with Foxy9 on that Deadlock.
Okay, change up. Want to go fast on this one. Gravnet at the beginning. This Gravnet is so strong. It just stops every single fast strat from them. Instant reaction. Put the wall down here as well. Stop them. Looks like you have to kind of be committed to shoot it as well. Could get spammed back. It's nice. No matter what, they kind of just slow this down. Pushed all the way far behind, locked him in over towards middle. Still have Omen flash, so they can like flash this if they wanted to face more from this area.
They don't want to give this up until the confirmation comes through that they're going to be planting onto A.
Without any
real Foxy, I'm not sure about this one, mate.
They're just not going to commit this ultimate, so they don't send it out. And now that flank around the back has been noted. Nazboss able to win the fight here on the forefront as Foxy9 does get taken down, but Munchkin around the back. They weren't ready for that second layer. He strikes, finds 2 kills.
Cage triggered.
Couple of low HPs for MIBR though.
For the post plant. He's got it set up and ready to go. Hearing Texture, trying to sprint forward, trying to get ahead of it. And he will just get shut down. Timing though.
Rough timing.
Swings around the
Big
back.
molly for back of sight.
Found. The time is getting away from them here.
Oh, dude, they could have molly shot that.
It's all on Ash now, and he cannot get it
Good
done.
shots, man.
Huge round
Okay, let's see if they can get 4. They're up against Silver Ult. That's pretty much it.
That is a dangerous round, and they do a great job of avoiding some of those traps that GENG wants to set up. But the TP there, I believe, heard by Xenom, and that shuts down Kara, and then Munchkin.
I think Foxy9's went on his own. I think now, especially as you get the Gravnet that comes back, you go to just team play a little bit more.
Much needed here for MIBR. See if they can find the 4th. 1 more to go in the half.
Neural Theft available, as well as from the shadows. Hunter's Fury 1 charge away for Verno. Some very solid tools about to be available. Munchkin, though. Viper's Pit, finally available.
They're really strong default. Just this, like you always set one up over towards A. Ooh, and this is nice if you fight here. Dude, they got some nice stuff. Dude, he's a lunatic though when I watch him.
At the same time, going to be picked off. They now know that Market is at risk.
Great shot.
Just
oh, great backup.
Ash does get involved. Finding one, finding a second, looking for the third. Runs out of
God,
bullets.
no matter what, Ash did great here. Dude, this was lovely though. This is a really nice half from them. The Viper wall at the beginning is really hard to deal with. I think this A stuff is really hard to deal with as well. Smoke into Insta-Gravnet. Can't do anything fast over towards here, so you can always set one up to get early info. And then at the right time, once they went 4-0 up, they switched over. So when they were trying to work out how to get over towards B with the Deadlock was over towards A. Like, it was very, very cool. It had a lot of thought behind this. It was nice.
I was expecting at all for this team.
Not at all. Well, a lot of work to be done here from MIBR.
Love that we're seeing more Deadlock as well, man. Deadlock's incredibly strong. Disco JV, thank you for doing that, dude. Thank you. I appreciate that 5 gifted from you. Okay, you know what to do. Slug oil spam, get it going. India Viper Merchants, yeah, but that's so fine. They survived the Teo meta, and now they're in a meta where you could probably force the Viper pretty much every map. Surprised we haven't seen many double sentis so far. I mean, we haven't seen that many maps, man. Give people a little bit of a chance. You control the little slug? Yeah, what do you want him to do? Wear a liquid shot? Okay. Got that one. Dance? Ooh, I'm not sure about that. Wingman? Like this? You think we didn't have a wingman one ready? Yeah? Actually, he tried to hit me with the wingman, but we had that one ready. Don't worry about that. Rando Jen, thank you so much, dude. Thank you, thank you. Wait, has he still got the wingman on the head? Oh, that's sick. That was awesome.
All right, we are back and about to go into the second half here on Sunset. GENG have been having a whale of a time. 9-3 the score line.
Rando Jen, thank you so much for doing that, bro. Thank you, I appreciate that.
Carry that we're seeing at the moment here.
Thank you so much, man.
No,
Thank you.
he is right at home.
Share the 10 gifted, dude. Thank you. Chat, you know what to do. The way the spam going for the 10 gifted as well. Thank you very much.
And it's obviously his shooting. You see him when the observers
Omar with the prime as well. Thank you so much for the 8 months. A backflip, dude. Even if I can't do a backflip, so he can't do a backflip. I think that's how it works.
The situations that are his opponent in. I mean, I always go back.
Have you ever seen a slug do a backflip?
When he had the operator,
You got to be
he
reasonable.
never gave him an opportunity to use it. Even used a smoke up there to make sure that the angle that he was going to come through was really unfavorable. It's all these little things that he does as the Omen that make him one of the best on the planet.
I mean, it was the thing.
If I said yes, that's probably some kind of animal cruelty, man.
His aim, but his movement, his mechanics, his game sense were always so damn crisp from the very get-go. But MIBR now turn our focus to this squad to see if they're going to be able to make a massive run back.
Okay.
Some people believe in
3
MIBR
sheriffs,
that is true as they
5 ghosts, 1-0 on the pistols. Probably my worst one I've done for a while. Recon goes in, does get shots. They know they're over towards middle.
Basically out into mid. Tezia out over towards that market door. Let's look at the shove them back, but okay, well, count on for all the praises that we sing him. He's going to be the first one to fall.
Yeah, they get one, get out of there. And while that's going on, Munchkin feels like he can take a little bit of space over towards A. Doesn't realize that obviously he can take the whole of the map. They didn't actually know how many they spotted over towards here. It kind of felt like 2 maybe.
Have Verno a bit close, but he's going to get some pretty easy access to the site. Although MIBR starting to get a read onto this. If they've left the space open, they're aware
Yeah,
of
they
that
pretty much
negative
lose
space.
1 for sight.
See if
Let's look at Foxy's 9 use till, because
getting a plant
it's one of those agents that if you get over towards the site, you pretty much have a strong win condition. Especially on the pistol, like this wall is really good. Is weaker at the beginning, so they managed to spam it, similar to a Sage wall.
They found there off the net, couple shots exchanged, but no real damage going to be taken here.
Okay, but they get double Sonic Sensor, 1 for behind to hold, and then 1 when they push out over towards here.
there's 3 sheriffs.
And looks like they want to try get some kills. I'm not sure they need to try get some kills when they have that, but
Trying to find the timing. There you go, Munchkin coming up big, finds 2. Brings it now into a 3v3.
guy gets so much info from this.
This Sheriff not going to be recoverable though for Foxy 9 unless he can make it.
Okay, everyone else just has to delay. Recon comes up in 4 seconds. Not going to feel comfy to use it.
Falls down to 11 HP, but still is good. Going to be good for 1. And now
Maybe
they know
he is.
exactly where Verno's at.
Double
Revealed by the
pistol.
recon, the slide in. He's completely, utterly surrounded. Now netted locked on the floor, but he gets the tap and brings it into the 1v1. Swings out, runs out of bullets.
That's so unlucky, bro.
2 bullets remaining. And
What's that
a
shot?
The time is not there, but my God, Verno,
Guys, what is that shot?
you're
That
an
looks...
absolute menace.
He made that look so easy.
Oh my goodness. He is on fire today. 14 kills. He's
Dude, that
now
was
tied with
crazy
Quad
shots from
in
him.
the kill department. I mean, if he just has a few extra seconds here, but the delay, the stall, Ash in particular, the way he's working around the box on site, very, very heady.
And it's bittersweet because they cannot get the round win conversion off the back of that gorgeous play.
Okay, full spy into this one.
My God, Verno.
Full spy in defense. Normally doesn't go well, but let's see what they got. They got to try
They
it.
are.
Yeah. They're feeling the pressure. They're getting a little aggressive over towards A main, but GENG being very patient. They're wary of something, and they're right to be so. They're taking their time to make sure that there's no deep push-outs. I mean, you saw it on the pistol
You
round.
can
that they
get
sent
this down
3 right
before
out
they
top
can
mid.
peek the angle, so they
Just gotta
don't
be
know where it
ready.
is.
Some kind of
As they
aggression.
push down, you control
He's
them.
holding a tight
Sure.
angle with this
Got
stinger.
passive camera that's going to get checked late on the
Couldn't find any
contact to see
shots
how many
connect.
numbers there are.
Too much at that
right?
distance.
1, 2,
Camera
3.
is on the floor.
And Cam, got to catch him off guard.
Prime GENG is back pistol wise. Yeah, double sheriff.
We've now confirmed that there's
Goes
a force
wins.
buy. So GENG
I'm out of here.
gonna maybe play around a bit differently here. So it's gonna be a quick pivot across.
Okay, question mark
Here's
red over
this A
towards
site.
B. Then they're going to try
Still being very methodical.
re-clear this, but as we can see, it's actually going to be the hit, right?
very loose-lipped about their movements here. Texture's just stomping around.
I do. They're not even considering this.
Paranoia goes across the site. It's not
That's
gonna
wild.
find either of these players at Alley. Shedham's able to find that kill, and that can't be a timing.
Timing's nuts.
Texture now going to be paranoid. Aspas does get a dink at range, puts Ash down to 70.
It's a really bad plant.
Weapon not going to be scooped up. Foxy's able to find one now. Trades it out. Net connecting. Spike planted. Drone hunting around here from the back, but with the double phase, Genji are able to find Shedham, getting that Bulldog right back out of their hands. Texture dead here on the side. Ash across to the opposite side as Munchkin gets the spot out, but cannot get the shots to connect as Aspas is doing so much damage. Swaps to the classic, and he shuts down Foxy 9.
One of the most chaotic rounds I've ever seen. I don't know how Foxy 9 managed to get so many kills during this as well.
Over for the defuse, MIBR, the force buy, finding value as they will get themselves another round win here in the second half.
A little bit of a lifeline, maybe.
Amazing how many headshots that Aspas is hitting with that stinger. Some great shutdowns as well, but they are so well drilled there. I mean, these hits that he's getting, Foxy doing his damnedest, but Aspas just too darn good.
The two luck. Yeah, I didn't really get what was going on. It looked like they wanted to fake pressure, then go back over towards B.
Let's see if they can keep
Like it looked like they're trying to clear all of this. I don't know. Then they had these two late, but then they saw nothing, so then they like committed. Then they kind of got stuck out in the open. Yeah, I didn't 100% know what their plan was when it was like 3-2.
Peek in towards the B site, tiny bit of damage suffered.
Unless they're waiting for like a recon or something, I don't know. 1, 2, 3. Sheriff.
Yeah, it really feels like GENG is just trying to bait.
Let's see how clean MIBR can keep this.
Munchkin's trying to get the download on what these defensive setups are going to look like, so he can kind of figure out as this half goes on how he can maneuver around it, where he can spot the weak sides. Because so far they haven't been able to find too much. MIBR has been holding their cards pretty close to the vest, so they're going to have a tough execute coming through here potentially.
Cage set up, a little bit of spray through. He's able to find some damage. Eats quite a bit of damage in response. Down to 14. His exit trying to escape. Shock Dart will chase him, but Aspas Cortez able to find one piece. Aspas Inferno now. The dynamic duo getting involved.
Oh my.
With the classic, get the shutdown mid-slide. Gets a headshot to try to make it go.
Got an extra dink in there as well. They did pretty good damage.
Surviving. MIBR up to 5.
All right. Now Rifle's going to come into play for GENG. You have Foxy 9's ult Annihilation available for Deadlock. Aspas starting to heat up. Slow start to the map. 7 kills now. He can keep picking it up. Definitely MIBR can come back into this. Bruno has been their shining star so far. They're going to need
Okay, MIBR, similar to the pistol, want to fight this one. I mean, it is literally the pistol round, right?
Down mid again. This time, though, don't like what they see. Recon there. Texture's just going to send some shots into the smokes just to make sure there's not going to be any more aggression. GENG's going to... I thought they might consider trying to take some mid
just
control,
trying to hit the wall.
Instead, they're still just watching to see what MIBR is going to do.
When does he check the cam?
Oh,
wait,
the cam there for
he did check it at one point.
Doesn't get cleared out. Seems suspicious though, seeing the wall.
Oh, okay.
And gets a very solid read.
It's a weird wall. Like the wall's literally just a B default. That's it. Then you have a corner maybe for after plant that blocks vision here. I think there's a lot better walls you can do.
Yeah, they're just corralled right now, GENG. They're going to have to hit some pretty nasty shots to get out of this.
Aspas over the top.
That's rough.
The worst possible moment there is Texture. Trying to escape, slides back across the wall. Shots flying,
Deadlock gets the one on side. Shannon's down super low. Karen's
able to find some value off the back of the ultimate.
How's he done that at middle?
Low on HP. 7 health, getting the kill.
Super durable. Ash should probably play his ult. And Foxy should just play 10.
Ring around the rosy. He's going to rotate.
Yeah, wait for the tap, then you can take market. Yeah, it's nicely done.
And there is the shot.
They actually played it pretty well in the 2v1 there. I mean, I gotta see Karen's POV. It should be a close round, but he's just double killed mid.
Some heavy losses though. Neither team's economy going to be in the most stable position.
And the fact that Texture gets out behind his own fast lane before he gets killed is incredible.
Ugly.
The timing as well, just a bit unfortunate for Osbox. Just wasn't quite prepared for Texture to be that pushed up.
Any other weapon, he's dead to rights.
Yeah, and then that opens up the annihilation behind it. I mean, that's just the way everything kind of crumbled there.
Revealing area.
Same dart here from Ash round over round, just trying to make sure that these pushes out into mid aren't coming through from MIBR. Allows them to funnel their focus forward onto the sites themselves. Just a Sheriff in hand here.
Is this going to walk out?
Kind of an awkward tripwire setup.
Is the trip behind?
Going for the diagonal. Runs out
Oh
of bullets,
boy,
runs straight
I had
back.
no idea
Texture
he's walked out.
spawning out Verno. Sends out the relay
Great
bolt to try to hold
stun.
them back.
They get over towards the site with a deadlock. Once the deadlock gets there, it's probably done. Wall still up for Foxy9 as well.
Here on Foxy9. He can decide
Yeah.
where he's going to funnel
Sonic
MIBR
Sensor still
into.
up as well.
Sets up the
Got
barrier mesh
fast
at
layer, then these two play after plant. Oh, dude, this is
the
so done. Look how strong this is. They kind of have to save.
Locks off back of sight Boba. Another grab net at the ready here from Foxy9. Slow up the approach. Sends it, catches on the 2. Get the clear fault line. Gonna connect on to
The
Karan.
great
He's got the
Omen
paranoia.
flashback.
So as the util gets exchanged, it's still going to be GENG who end up coming out on top.
God, that is a disgusting after plant. Even if they get through the first layer here, they still got the 2 that are playing the spike over towards B main as well with Soverall. They cannot let him get over towards the site.
Finding that first kill to
They got a Viper who's saving smoke a lot of the time, and they got a deadlock.
Really sharp there, catching
You got like 2 VIPs.
Car on there, tucked into the cubby on site.
God, and they saved Omen Flash. They just walked over towards the site itself.
Just
It's insane.
incredible the form that GENG
Anon, thank you so much for the gift, bro. I appreciate that. Thank you, thank you. 7, dude. I was hoping for a close one here. Look, it's been looking real nice. Bit of a change up from MIBR. They send it down towards bottom middle every single time. They're just finding the cipher. It's wrecking them.
Spike gonna be planted here. Less than 20 seconds of the round starting. Karan up over the top, about to catch Eclipse. Gets the readjust.
Oh, that's it, done.
I'm gonna be taken down.
Yeah, and GENG definitely brought out the more like surprise factor comp on this. First time you do it, it's got so much good thought process behind it that you're gonna win. MIBR went for more of a safety standard comp.
It's a 2v4. Ooh, Huntsy's able to find the first. A great headshot there on the Texture. Shock dart up and over the top of Foxy9 on a timing, able to just go ahead, peek in, finds the kill, and takes Verno
Hey,
down
really
the boot.
nice. A lot of good thought process behind that.
GENG
Very, very cool.
looking electric here on
Very
MIBR's
cool.
map pick of Sunset.
That is an unbelievably hot